Hello everybody, this is Amy from Chateau de Rosieres and a few of my friends. Hello everybody, I'm just Sasha as well. This video is coming to you on a Monday, hopefully, because I was ill over the weekend. I got that most gloriously revolting sounding childhood disease of hand, foot and mouth disease. The kids caught it from someone at playgroup, and although they had no symptoms, they gave it to me, and because I haven't slept in a year, I have a low immune system and I caught it, and I have a mouth full of ulcers and I have blistered fingers, and frankly just wasn't up to much more than staying alive over the weekend. So I do have this video ready for you now, and I hope you enjoy it, and there will be more coming on Friday. What are you doing, Marc?
I'm herding Piggy back to his pen.
Why did Piggy escape?
Well, we had the visit of Clement's class yesterday, and I had unplugged the electricity to show so the kids would be able to see the pig without getting electric shocks, and I forgot to put it back on.
So when I went to feed him this morning, there was no Piggy in the run. But he's come home, unlike Piggy number 1, who is still roaming free and wild. He's such a sweet pig. Do you want a girlfriend, Pig? Do you think we should get him a girlfriend? I've seen some advertised that look cute. Or sheep. Oh, come on, Pig. Come on. Hello. Oh, you're so sweet. The kids had such a good time here yesterday. Shush, stand on. Such an amazing time. And we did as well. We had so much fun. Their teacher did a treasure hunt, all about learning names of things. And then we had lots of fun playing in front of the coach house. Go on, Pig. Go on. Come on, in there. In you go. No. Good Pig. You can smell the bread. Marc, I didn't tell you. Somebody on YouTube said that, who keeps pigs, said that we shouldn't feed them with wheat and bread if we want to eat them, because it's not the best meat.
Yeah, we should probably switch to something else.
We're not going to eat Piggy, are we?
Are we not?
No, because he's lovely. Somebody's not, well, maybe they're going to win the ingenuity contest, but not the intelligence contest for food. This is the automatic feeder that we were in the middle of filling.
No.
Is he not allowed in there, Clement?
No.
There we go. He's out. We'll close it. Oh, good boy. You silly cockerel. Today we have a catch up on what's going on with the tiles. I'm working on the patterned ones now, because last week I showed you that the others had gone quite well. If you remember way back when I did this mould, I'll link to the video for that in case you haven't seen it. It came out with a rather nice pattern. I was very pleased with it. The only issues I had were getting it out when it broke. I think I have a solution to that, but also there are a few little niggles in there of pattern bits that I'd like to do a bit better on. So my first job today is to do that and kind of get in there with some of the bits that came out unevenly. I really enjoy carving plaster, so that's going to be great. So I'm using the original, the first impression that I did as a guide for where I need to make the changes in the design where it didn't come out as evenly as I would have liked. You like playing? No, darling, this is sharp. That's the problem. If you want, you can hit the clay for me to make it nice and soft. Thank you.
And what are you going to do?
What am I doing? I'm making this carving so that I can...
You're doing the other one.
Yeah, I'm doing one just like that.
Yeah, I need to do this.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because I like painting. Yeah.
What are you doing, lovey?
Yeah, I need. Mommy,
Yes,
I'm
darling.
going to try to paint it.
Because I'm making a nice pattern so that we can make some tiles from it. You can do this, hammer this nice and flat. Like that. Do you want to do it? And then once it's nice and flat, you can draw in it with this. Look.
Wow! Look, I can make it flat.
What you done him? Why don't you do some designs in your clay? Well, Clement was obviously getting a bit antsy because he was tired, so I told him to either go into the coach house and sleep in his tent, or I'd take him indoors for his nap. And then he went inside and he went really, really quiet. And I've got to show you this. So cute. And I think that there epitomises really why I'm looking forward to coming into the coach house when the kids are so little, because we can live very much in and out at the same time, especially in the summer. Clement's not the only one taking a nap in a tent. Madame Chateau. You cheeky little thing. My phone battery died, so I couldn't film all of this, but I wanted to get on. So I finished my sort of carving, polishing up, and I've got some sandpaper. This is a very rough sandpaper, and I flattened all around the edge, and I'm using a very fine one to go over the surface inside. And all of this, it's taking a bit longer than I had thought, but if I'm going to be doing the strip around the top, which I still haven't proposed to Marc yet, I need to be able to knock out lots more. Before it was going to be, say, 4 or 5 of them, and so tidying up the tile after it's dried wouldn't be a big deal. But if I'm talking about doing 30 or 40, hold on, how am I talking? Maybe 30 or so, it's going to speed me up significantly if the original mould is in the best condition possible. I've also been a little bit concerned, well, so basically the reason I flattened the top, I'd done it in a tub that had a bit of a dip in it. What this means is that when I smack my clay in, I can then use this to just slice off the top, so it's already the right size and depth. Whereas before, because I'd used a mould in a plastic tub that had a pattern on it, I couldn't do that. I'm also trying to get it to the right depth all the way around, which is a little bit trickier. And then what I might do is tackle the back, because that was actually surprisingly easy. A bit of elbow grease, but the back is very wonky. And what I'm scared of is, as it's wonky and this isn't that big, if I hit the clay in, the unevenness of the bottom will mean eventually that the mould will crack. A hand sander would have been a great idea, but it would frankly take me longer to locate the hand sander, make sure it's charged up, get the right sandpaper for it and do it, than it does to just take a load of rough sandpaper and just have a go at it for a while. The final thing I'm doing is getting very, very fine sandpaper, so fine it's just more like a rough piece of paper, and I'm going all over the surface and into the sort of corners that I can, because the smoother that is, the smoother the finish will be on here, because at the moment, you know, there were scratches coming through. And again, I can file it and sand it once it's been done, but that's a lot harder, it's fragile, and if I have to do it on every single one, it's a bit of a pain. So what I expect is that I haven't done it perfectly, and once I've done one or two, I'll just have to keep refining it, but that doesn't matter. I have to stop being too much of a perfectionist at some point, because again, as we've said before, or as I said last week, the whole point of handmade tiles is they show the maker in them. Hopefully not too much, but the unevenness and the individuality is what makes them different to mass-produced ones. And quite a few people have sort of suggested things like making more permanent moulds, like, you know, you can use it over and over again, you can mass produce them for other bathrooms and stuff, but that slightly defeats the object of why I got into making my own ones in the first place, which was to be able to kind of express myself creatively and to have every bathroom different. I wanted to walk into a room and go, wow, what does this room make me feel? What does it inspire me to draw on the walls, essentially, because this is a civilized way of drawing on the walls. And so, you know, although I wouldn't throw a mould away, I don't want to immortalize it forevermore to use over and over again. I mean, maybe if it goes well and people like it, in some future I could produce some to sell, but at the moment it's not even in my capacity to be doing that. But you never know, it could be a good source of income in the future. So after that little ramble, what I'm doing as well is making sure I get all of the plaster of Paris out, and I will actually rinse this tonight. It's beautifully cured now, so it should be quite hard, but I need to make sure every trace of the plaster is off the surface, because if any of it gets into the clay tile could explode when it's fired, so we don't want that. Was there anything else I was going to tell you about? No. I've given it a really good blast with some water, and I could hear all of the water crackling around in there, so it was trying to soak up the water, but I did it really quickly and shook the water off. So I'm hoping that leaving it out in the lovely sunshine we've got at the moment is going to be enough to dry that out, and hopefully by tomorrow afternoon I'll be able to start doing putting the clay in. By the way, can we just take a moment to admire the stunning wisteria behind me, which Marc is very proud of. He put some metal, what do you call them, like girder things out a couple of years ago, and so it's trained to come out, and every time we look out the back of the chateau, including from the bathroom window, it's like it's dripping in jewels. It's so beautiful.
bien si en le tournant. Tiens, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Ah oui, on les met
Réglant.
à l'envers.
Si on les met à l'envers
Ouais,
et
mais-
que je baisse.
I went to buy a big concrete pipe for the piping the water from the spring, and it's a bit heavy to get out of the truck, and so our friend Didier came to help us with his tractor and his pallet lifter at the back.
It's not just a little bit heavy, is it? It's pretty enormous.
But I'm struggling a bit with my arms.
How much does it weigh?
It's about 550 kilos, I think.
So
It was a bit heavy to lift up
over £1,000. What's pounds in? Is that a ton?
in ounces.
I don't know. It's heavy anyway.
It's half a ton.
Wow, when he lifts it up, you can really see how much it was weighing the van down. It's disconnected on this side.
Non, ça va se décrocher, attends. Parce que quand tu lèves, c'est égal.
So Mark's putting a little vice on because the mechanism keeps disconnecting when it's being lifted.
Là, c'est bon.
Ooh-wee. That is big. And so you're going to try and get Didier to take it as far down the slope as possible?
Yeah, if possible, right next to the spring, if he can climb up with his tractor.
He's not actually right beside it. It might look like he is, but he's keeping a safe distance. Baby pops.
The front wheel are hardly touching the ground, so it's a bit unstable.
It's dragging on the ground a bit in the back, isn't it? This is where it starts to get steep as well, so I hope it's going to be okay. That. Up, up. Are my sound effects helping? I like to think so.
Ça va y aller ou
Oh, I've just got this vision of it sliding off and rolling off down the slope. Oh my gosh! Taking out a few trees on the way. My little rally driver. You having fun, darling? Yeah. Oh, I know. It's Didier on a tractor, isn't it? She loves Didier. She's a bit scared of his tractor though. So I don't know, to just give you a sense of where we are, the sewage ponds are down in the woods over there, and that's back to the main chateau. Yeah, this is quite an angle. I'm definitely holding the camera straight. What's going on, darling? Yeah? Have you got spaghetti sauce around your mouth? Is that because Papa's looking after you today? She's got some opinions for you.
Tractor's dancing a little bit.
All the chickens have run ahead of him.
They're showing the way.
I think they're a bit lost. Gosh, this is precarious.
Il y a des poulets qui se montrent par où aller.
He's literally driving on 2 wheels half the time. That's a brave man. Quite a procession. So just to situate you again, the sewage ponds are way over there beyond the digger. And we are where we were standing with Jerry talking about the spring last week. This is the spring. And this is the distance he has to come. That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot easier than it would have been with the digger.
I'm not even sure you'd have managed it.
I would have found a way, but yeah, it was a lot easier with this. That's why we need another tractor.
Oh, is it now?
The next step is to put it in the hole I've made. So I'll need to widen it and dig a bit more. And I'm going to dig a trench along the base of the rock because I suspect there's a lot more water coming from all this side. This big tree, the big acacia, will need to go because it's obviously drinking a lot of water given how big it is. And so I will dig a trench, fill it with the stones to drain all the water I can from all this part, and so it will all be redirected to the well.
And that will be the well inside it, won't it?
Sorry?
That will be the well inside it, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to dig a little trench down the slope to put a pipe that will go at the bottom of the well to bring the water a bit further down.
Wonderful. Hello everybody again. So after the excitement with Didier and the tractor, I came down to the coach house to sort out my mould and try it for the first time. Let me stand in the sun, which is looking rather lovely, and it's all dried and nice. And then my little girl would not let me go, and she's feeling very needy. I think she's not very well today. She's just gone down for a nap, but she tends to nap for a nanosecond. I don't really want to get my hands dirty in this at the moment, so I'm going to stop that for today and edit you this video so that I can get it up in time, and then I think early next week I'll be able to start on this again. As you know, us having little kiddies means that everything moves at a snail's pace. But I do feel like some progress has been made, and I'm really looking forward to getting on with it. Now, I hinted at it last week. I'm going to hint at it again. We have some big news to share with you. I'm not pregnant, just to knock that one on the head. Make space in your calendar for 2 videos, maybe even possibly a live, I'm not sure. But pencil us in for Friday night fun, because you're going to get a little bit of a treat. I'm really looking forward to sharing it with you.